All right, so now you know where you're going to get your t-shirts from. You know where you're going to get your designs from. So how are you going to put those designs on the t-shirts? You actually need to know this before you start buying t-shirts and designs. You need to know this before. So how are you going to apply the designs that you choose to the t-shirts? So are you going to use vinyl? Are you going to use sublimation prints? Or are you going to use DTF transfers? What are you gonna use? So let's start with vinyl. So if you've seen any of my videos, then you know that there are different types of vinyl. I made a video saying the different types of vinyl. So if you're doing t-shirts, then you need heat transfer vinyl, which is also known as HTV, which is heat transfer vinyl. You need heat transfer vinyl. And when you buy your designs, you need to purchase SVG. You're going to use heat transfer vinyl. When you purchase your designs, you need to make sure that you purchase SVGs and not PNGs. So the PNGs are good for if you're going to do sublimation or if you're going to do DTF. Now, if you're going to choose vinyl, you also need a cutting machine. So are you going to use a Cricut machine, or are you going to get a Silhouette, or are you going to get, what's the other one? Is it a Brother? I don't know. What kind of cutting machine are you going to use in order to do vinyl? Now you got to decide which printer are you going to use. Are you going to get an actual sublimation printer, or are you going to convert your printer to and then you'll need sublimation ink and you'll need sublimation paper to go with it? Or are you going to do DTF? Got these DTF transfers from Print Perfect Design Co. These are actually Easter transfers, and I actually like DTF transfers. Let's get them opened up. I actually like DTF transfers. Look at the vibrancy of these transfers. They are beautiful. They are beautiful. Look at those. Look at those. They are beautiful. So whenever you do DTF transfers, with the DTF transfers, you will purchase a PNG, or either make the design your own, whichever one you prefer, and then you'll send it to you can either buy the printer and print the DTF transfers yourself, or you can go somewhere like Print Perfect Design Co. and purchase the DTF transfers, and they'll send it to you. And the only thing that you have to do once you purchase them is cut out the design that you want. So let's say you want this rabbit, this cool hip hop rabbit. All you have to do is just cut the rabbit out, pre-press your shirt for 5 to 7 seconds, and then press the design on your shirt at 325 degrees, 15 seconds, and you're done. And if you want like a matte finish to your design, then you'll press it again for another 15 seconds for a matte finish. So you have options. When you start your t-shirt business, you have options, and there's actually more options, but I'll just stick with these for now. But you have options, so you can choose to make your t-shirts with using a cutting machine like a Cricut or a Silhouette. You can using vinyl, or you can do sublimation where you print out the design on sublimation paper. But of course, everything has its pros and cons to it. Or you can do DTF transfers. So let's talk about a con to doing. Let's talk about a pro and con to doing the heat transfer vinyl. So with the heat transfer vinyl, if somebody asks for a design, you can create the design, or you can purchase the design. You can choose the SVG, and use the cutting machine, and the cutting machine will cut the vinyl, and you will have to layer the vinyl if it's a layer image, or if it's a solid color image, then just solid color. But you will need vinyl for each one of those colors. So let's say if it's a red, white, and blue design, you will need red, white, and blue vinyl. So you will need colors for each one, and depending on the size of the design, how much vinyl you would need. It is a longer process, but it can be done. I have done it for many years. So next up is sublimation. So with sublimation, you will need a sublimation printer, you need sublimation ink, and then you need to decide which software you're going to print from. So again, you will still have to purchase your design or create your own designs, and you would print. You can print with a JPEG or a PNG and print the design off. Now, The downfall to sublimation is because you have to use white or very light colors t-shirts, and then it has to be at least 65% polyester in order for the sublimation to work. Now, there are different hacks that you can do to try to use sublimation on cotton. So if you want to try a hack, then we can do another video about that. But if you're selling them, I just say don't do hacks if you're selling your products. I mean, that's just me. People are different. And then, like, if you're doing DTF, with DTF, like I said, you just print, you find the design, you print the image off. If you have a DTF printer, you print the image off and you press it. Now, if you don't have a DTF printer, of course, then you have to find a DTF vendor like Print Design Co., which is convenient. You'll find a DTF vendor and send them your designs, or you can purchase designs from them. DTF Print Design Co. I already have all of these designs. They sent me these DTF transfers, so they already have all of these designs. These were not my original designs. They came from Print Design Co. And they'll send you'll pay for the transfers, and then they'll send you the transfers. So, like I said, everything has its pros and cons, so you just have to weigh your options to decide which option works best for you, which is more convenient for you. Some people don't want to use a cutting machine, like a Cricut or a Silhouette. They say it takes so too much time. I can just print off a DTF transfer and press, or I can just buy a DTF transfer, which you can do that. But if you have let's say if you're taking a last minute order and you don't have a DTF printer at home and you have to order it, then you can't take that order, because if they need to order in the next two or 3 days, depending on where you get your designs from, you won't be able to get that order in time. So, I mean, it's just up to you. Like, I do it all. I have a Cricut machine that I do custom orders with. I have a sublimation printer. I do a lot of my orders with my sublimation printer. And then I also use DTF transfers. I love DTF transfers because they're quick and easy. I love the sublimation because it's quick and easy. Now, the longest process is the cutting machine. But when my customers say, well, I want to put my daughter's name on on her shirt, or can you create a design for me, and I want it in glitter, I can use my cutting machine. So I have options. So it's up to you. You just have to decide what's important to you. You need to figure out your target audience and what you want to offer them. If you only want to offer sublimation, then you only offer sublimation. If you only want to do DTF transfers, then you do that. If you say, okay, I'm going to offer customs as well, you get your Cricut machine. Either way, you can start that t-shirt business today. Let's get it. But y'all, make sure y'all click the link and get y'all on these DTF transfers from Print Design Co. And even after Easter, they have a variety of designs, so make sure y'all go ahead and get y'all DTF transfers from them. And as always, thank you for crafting with April. I am April, your craft tutor. You have an absolutely amazing day, and remember that you are amazing. And hit that follow button.